A defender, number 17, Edwin Rojas. Defender, number 16, in goal for the Mustangs, number 23, Hayes. Midfielder, number 19. All right, Cedar Rapids, are you ready to meet your Rampage? All right, here they are. In goal, number 00, Brett Petrasic. The captain, number 3, from Chicago, Gordy Gerson. A midfielder, also from Chicago, number 5, Jonathan Butchar. A defender, number 6, Robert Acosta. A midfielder, number 7, Bobby Hurwitz. From Mexico, number 8, a midfielder, Angel Canio. A forward, number 9, Derek Huffman. A defender from Brazil, number 10, Jonathan Santos. He's a defender also from Brazil, co-captain Pablo da Silva. A defender, number 16, Sam Guernsey. A forward, number 20, Tony Walls. A defender, number 21, Patrick Kelly. Making his Rampage home debut, give a warm welcome, midfielder, Jonathan Greenfield. A defender, from Chicago, number 89, Yoshio Sandoval. And he's your head coach, number 79 from Brazil, Everton. Rampage head coach is Everton. He's assisted by Tony Shelby, Chico Chebeco, and Mark Litton. Team athletic trainer is Alec McGinnis, and team doc is Dr. Dustin Arnold. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please rise and honor America as the Williamsburg High School performs our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the
One more time, the Williamsburg High School. All right, Cedar Rapids, we need it loud in here tonight. If anybody watched last night's game, it was a big one. We need it loud so we can get a W to end the weekend. Let's make some noise.
We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. Lose the inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition. Cause when we be out, girl, it's full of heat out. You wouldn't believe how we wow shit out. We burn it till it's burned out, turn it till it's turned out. Act up from northwest, east side. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoned, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Lose control, our body and soul. Don't move too fast, people just take it slow.
The Rampage enter this afternoon's game with a 1-1 record. The Mustangs enter the match with a 1-0 record.
Walking through it step by step like an infant new kid. Inch by inch with a new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feeling's irresistible.
Myron Noodleman to the sound booth. Myron Noodleman to the sound booth.
Get stoned, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. While I get it. Let's get it. While I get it. Let's get it.
And we're underway. Come on, Rampage fans, make some noise for your defense. Let's go, make some noise.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Make sure you visit the merchandise stand on the concourse to purchase your Shop Soccer Rampage replica jerseys along with other Rampage merch. That's the Shop Soccer merchandise booth on the concourse. like we'll have our first foul of the afternoon. It'll be Rampage ball. Sandoval, and it's goal! Yoshio Sandoval puts the Rampage on the board. And here's a shot, soccer toss. Make some noise for Yoshi. Myron Noodleman to the sound booth. Myron Noodleman to the sound booth, please. All right, let's see what kind of arms this maintenance guy has. All right, let's throw the ball back onto the field, please. Let's give him a hand. Mustangs goal scored by number 10 midfielder Willow Martinez. It's getting a little bit too quiet here. Let's make some noise for your Rampage. Let's fire them up. Come on. Santos just wide. Carry on with a shot in the same by Flores. Hurwitz with the goal! Bobby Hurwitz! Make some noise for Bobby! We got to keep the energy up in here, folks. You see what happens when you make it loud. The Rampage respond. Keep it loud. Go out of bounds. It will be the Mustangs ball. The Rampage next home game is next Friday night at 7:05 when the Rampage take on the Milwaukee Wave. It's Food for Families night. Bring a non-perishable food item benefiting Waypoint and receive a buy one get one free ticket voucher. That's next Friday night right here at the Cell Center at 7:05. Mustangs goal scored by number 12, Taylor Bond. Kirsten shot just a bit high. And looks like the Rampage are going to get a restart. At the top of the arc, perfect opportunity for your Rampage. And we're going to have a timeout. Everything shot just wide. I need it louder in here. Make some noise for your defense. All right, Rampage on the restart. Here we go. Pablo just high. Ball on the plate will be the Rampage ball. Saved by Flores. fans, let's keep behind that defense, working hard. Here we go. That'll be a Mustangs foul, Rampage ball. Costa with a blast, just high.
Far corner. Up and over the top of the goal. Rampage ball. Petrusek all the way down into the Mustang zone off the head of Everton for the far corner. Wants Gordy Gerson. Cleared by Flores, the Mustang goalie. Everton near corner. Fighting, turns around, centers. Gerson can't control it. Goes and gets it along the far boards. Petrusek comes out of goal. Santos controls for Cedar Rapids. Making his way across midfield. Wants Everton in the near corner again and gets him. Everton hounded by a couple of different Mustangs. Gerson heads it out of play. Chicago ball. 2:41 to go in the first period. We're tied at 2. Teams have split the first 4 goals. The Rampage scoring first. Ball goes out of play and over to the Rampage. Robert Acosta back on for Cedar Rapids. Jonathan Greenfield. Far corner, trying to find Gerson, back to Greenfield. And it bounces off his chest and out of play. Chicago ball. Luis Ortega into the far corner for the Mustangs. Controlled by Oswaldo Rojas. Rojas for Vaca in the middle. Booted out, cleared by the Rampage. Stolen away by the Rampage, and a whistle. Stefan Mistovic down for Chicago, like he took an elbow in the face. Looked inadvertent, but Angel Curiel, I think, got his elbow into Mistovic's face. Mustangs bench wants a foul.
Rampage 2-minute penalty on number 8, Angel Curiel.
So Curiel will go to the penalty box for 2 minutes. And we'll get our first power play of the game. The Mustangs go up, man advantage with 2:01 to go. So they'll have that advantage for all but 1 second of the remainder of the first period.
And the Stopovich is back on his feet.
Mistovic is back up. Gordy Gerson engaging one of the officials in a conversation. Gordy's been known to do that. Both teams sort of milling around the penalty box. So Angel Curiel will go into the box for the next 2 minutes. 5-on-4 advantage for Chicago. Oh, they called matching penalties. So it's 4-on-4 soccer, no man advantage. So Cedar Rapids starts 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Rampage with the ball stolen away by the Mustangs. Alexis Camarina for the Mustangs. Rojas at midfield.
Let me hear you.
Beard for Chicago along the far boards. Is to get it ahead to Rojas, controls it himself. Played into the middle. Wanted to find Vaca, but Vaca wasn't turned around. So the Mustangs will reset it. The minute 16 to go in the first period, and there's a shot off Vaca's right foot. Nearly went in, but hit the side post and came back out. Vaca has the ball stolen away by Everton. Everton played back to Pablo da Silva.
Get behind your Rampage, let's go!
Petrusek plays it ahead with his right foot into the corner for Gordy Gerson. Gerson defended by Ortega for Chicago, and a whistle. Looks like it'll be a Rampage foul.
Coming up between the quarters, we've got a special treat for you.
Camarina will play it in for the Rampage. Check that, the Mustangs. Ortega. Flores now the keeper along the near boards. Played into the corner. Petrusek picks it up for the Rampage. Plays it ahead for Gerson, far corner. Defended by Ortega and stolen away. Luis Ortega for the Mustangs. Head to Rojas.
Let's hear it for
Brett Petrusek comes out and plays it off of his face, and a whistle and a foul going to be called on Rojas for the Mustangs. 11 seconds to go in the first period, tied at 2. Near side for Santos, under 10 and counting. Greenfield, 7 seconds, plays it into the corner. Headed into the middle. Nice centering attempt by Tony Walls, but nobody there for the Rampage, and we're done with 1. And we're tied at 2. Second period coming up. Chicago Rampage Soccer on MASL TV on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment pleasure, the man, Myron Noodleman. Ladies and gentlemen, Myron Noodleman.
All right, we'll see more of Myron later in the game.
We're ready to go with second period action from the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. Rampage and the Chicago Mustangs tied at 2. All 4 goals came within the first 6 minutes of the first period, and then no scoring the rest of the way. Gerson plays it in for the Rampage. Everton along the far boards. He's called for pushing down a Mustang player. Helps Luis Ortega back up. Flores, the keeper for the Mustangs, plays it ahead. Ortega wants Taylor Bond in the near corner. Bond tries to settle the ball down, can't do it. Pablo Da Silva defensively for the Rampage. Gerson has it, and the foul is called on the Mustangs. So the Rampage will play it in. Juanatan Santos. Into the near corner for Patrick Kelly. Shot from Gerson high off the top of the dasher board, the Arctic insulation dasher board. Gerson had a good shot at it. Patrick Kelly set him up nicely. Mistovic plays it in for Chicago. Da Silva for the Rampage. Ortega on him. Petrusek plays it ahead. Santos, and it's out of play, Chicago ball. Mustang free kick coming from the top of the circle. Here's Ortega. He's got Martinez on his right. His shot is blocked out front by Everton. Flores out of goal for Chicago to play it. Ortega back to Flores. Far board now. Douglas Dos Santos. The whistle, Oswaldo Rojas, one of the 2 Rojas's on the Mustangs, is down on the ground, and a foul coming on Cedar Rapids. Luis Ortega will play it in. Edwin Rojas at top between the circles. Dos Santos on the far left for Chicago.
And that'll be a timeout on the field.
So a timeout is taken. Not sure anybody really understood what was going on there, but a timeout was taken, and so both teams will head to the bench to talk to their respective coaches. Armando Gamboa, longtime coach for the Chicago Mustangs. Everton, the player coach for the Rampage, played for this team last year, then coached the outdoor team, the outdoor Rampage United team over the summer. Did not play for them. Just coached them, and now is coaching and playing for the indoor Rampage.
Check them into the Mike Hotel in Marion. Recently remodeled with new furniture. You can choose from a suite, a double queen, or a single queen. Plus, enjoy the free continental breakfast, free internet, and free phone calls. Rates start at $59.95 per night. Plus, we have special rates for local businesses.
Next time you have guests in town,
Remember the Mike Hotel in Marion.
Home opener for these Rampage, season number 2.
Turned 17 today. Let's make some noise for our very own Alexis Smith in the house celebrating her 17th birthday.
So the Mustangs will again have a corner kick. Luis Ortega Tries to center it, knocked away. Good defense from the Rampage. It goes out of play and will stay with Chicago. Mistovic plays it in for the Mustangs. Ortega into the far corner, headed out. Save from Petrosek, Brett Petrosek, and wincing and shaking his left wrist. Ortega for the Mustangs sails it deep into the Rampage zone. Played away by Yoshio Sandoval. And a whistle.
All right,
Mustangs will play it.
Need your help, make noise!
Shot up and over the dasher boards and out of play in the far corner. So Cedar Rapids will play it now. Once they get the ball back. Robert Acosta on for the Rampage, as is Sam Guernsey. Greenfield. Passes ahead for Sandoval. Nice. Jonathan Pachar. Good header from Greenfield looking for Jonathan Pachar. Pachar couldn't settle it down, a whistle and a foul. And a Mustang ball. Played off of Acosta. Along the far boards. Jonathan Pachar. Now the Rampage control. Alexis Camarina. Plays it back to Flores, the keeper for Chicago. Taylor Bond. Bond turns around and tries to shoot a whistle and a foul. I think that might be on Sam Guernsey. So Chicago will play it in. Was Guernsey called for the foul? So free kick coming. Douglas Dos Santos off of the backboards. Dos Santos faked the kick. Alexis Camarina played it off the backboard. All the way down to the Chicago keeper, Flores. Mistovic plays it back to Flores. Headed ahead by Acosta for the Rampage. Derek Huffman. Mustangs have it along the far boards. It's Vaca. Mistovic in the corner. Tries to get a blast off of his left foot and can't do it. Now a whistle. Players on the floor everywhere, including Stefan Mistovic. So a foul on the Rampage. Vaca, number 8, sets the ball down. Free kick coming. Vaca sails it about 25 feet over the head of anybody. And mass changes for both teams. 2 fresh lines out. So the scoring has slowed down. We had 4 goals to start this game in the first 6 minutes. Nothing since. 11:33 to go in the second period. Tied at 2.
Don't forget to join us after
Pat Kelly for the Rampage.
At La Cantina, located across from the U.S. Cellular Center.
Plays it back to De Silva. Off the chest of a Mustang player, and Cedar Rapids ball. Taylor Bond is a big boy for the Mustangs. Tall and big player. Centering pass. Patrick Kelly tried to drill it home, couldn't do it. Edwin Rojas blocks it for the Mustangs, out of play, and will stay with Chicago. Everton, a nice centering pass for Pat Kelly. Kelly couldn't pull the trigger. Now Everton will play it for the Rampage.
Big opportunity for your Rampage. Let's give them some energy.
Gordy Gerson and Pat Kelly right by the goal. shot off of the head of Ortega for Chicago. Petrosek plays it ahead for Cedar Rapids. Juanita Santos plays it down to the Chicago keeper, Flores. Boots it with his left foot past midfield. Taylor Bond heads it away. Pichardo for Chicago. Pichardo again. Plays it back to Flores. Now De Silva for Cedar Rapids plays it back to Petrosek, his keeper. Not much going on right now except lobbing the ball back and forth. Everton for Gerson. Everton has it stolen away. Taylor Bond for Chicago. Rampage coming the other way. Fresh players for both teams. Gordy Gerson, the captain, plays it in midfield. Juanita Santos now off the far boards and a whistle. Santos will play it. Foul on Chicago.
Will be on the ball for the Rampage.
Santos, a goal, 2 assists, and 3 points, 2 games into the season. He's got it and plays it ahead to Hurwitz. A whistle and a foul.
Another Mustang foul, this time on Wilo Martinez.
That time Pablo De Silva ended up on his back. Efren Martinez called for the foul for Chicago. De Silva. Tony Walls. Weak shot played by Flores for the Mustangs. Played ahead for Rojas, Edwin Rojas. Gerson hounding him. Pichardo for Chicago, and shot and a goal! Gordy Gerson. Pichardo tried to play it ahead for the Mustang. Played it off of the far wall, and Gordy Gerson, Johnny on the spot, turned around and fired it past Jesus Flores. And so the Rampage are up 1, 3-2, 9:36 to go in the second period.
And the shop, soccer.com. T-shirts off following the goal. Gerson with the goal in the 10th minute.
Gordy's third goal on the year.
We got to keep it loud here. Who's loving your Rampage?
First of the game.
Noise.
Flores for the Mustang into the far corner. Lonkar plays it for Chicago. Shot out front, Mistovic, saved by Petrosek.
Working hard out there.
Sam Guernsey in the far corner for the Rampage. Stolen away, Lonkar for Chicago. Santos into the corner for Greenfield. Greenfield has it stolen away. A whistle and a foul. Yoshi Sandoval is down for Cedar Rapids, holding his left knee. Has some words for the Chicago goalie. So Yoshi Sandoval and Jesus Flores having a conversation with each other. Yoshi will head to the bench. Flores will make his way back to goal for Chicago. One of those situations where it'd be helpful to know Spanish. But I don't. I don't think they're saying happy holidays to each other. Flores plays it ahead off the far boards. Oswaldo Rojas for Chicago. Stefan Mistovic plays it back over into the corner. Rojas. Mistovic. Mistovic has the ball stolen away, and here comes the Rampage. Foul is going to be called. Angel Curiel went flying, and Cedar Rapids is going to get their first power play of the game.
The Rampage for the next 2 minutes are on the power play.
Douglas Dos Santos called for a foul for Chicago. So Chicago will go down 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Rampage power play. Greenfield, De Silva, Gerson, Everton, and Santos for Cedar Rapids on the power play. It's Santos with the ball. Centers for De Silva. Plays it all the way back. Greenfield will chase it down, bodied off by the Chicago players. Santos plays it back into the corner. Gordy Gerson in the corner. Flores out of position for Chicago, but able to clear it. Rojas for Chicago. Power play here for the Rampage. Here's Greenfield back to Everton. Now Greenfield right in front of us. His shot sails high and over. Out of play. Minute 21 to go in the power play for the Rampage. Flores plays it ahead for Chicago. 3/4 field lob.
Rampage. Let's go Rampage.
Everton directing traffic. Gerson.
Let's go Rampage.
De Silva has to get it back to Greenfield. Stolen away Ortega for Chicago. 2-on-1 for the Mustang.
Let's show these Mustangs fans.
Edwin Rojas in the corner. He's tripped. No whistle. Rampage the other way. Under a minute to go in the power play. Greenfield now for Everton. Crosses midfield. Gordy Gerson, Greenfield along the far boards. Everton between the circles. Right side, back to Greenfield. Centers it for Gerson. Gordy can't do anything with it. There's a shot and a save by Flores for Chicago. Everton. His shot is blocked out front, sails way wide. Gerson. His shot sails wide. Good footwork from Gordy Gerson. Shot sails to the left. De Silva. Time winding down on the power play for Cedar Rapids. Everton. Gerson. Pichardo clears it for Chicago. Off of the foot then of a Rampage player, Everton, out of play, and that'll about do it for the power play. So we're back 5-on-5. It's a penalty kill for Chicago. Rampage lead this one 3-2. Heading under 6 minutes in the second period. Vaca plays it into the far corner. Taylor Bond for Chicago. Stolen away by the Rampage. Tony Walls along the far boards. Vaca on Walls. Petrovic for the Rampage. Plays it ahead for Curiel. Angel Curiel. Curiel and Mistovic get tied up. Curiel is saying, I got hit in the eye. Mistovic is down right in front of us, so Curiel is going to head to the penalty box for 2 minutes. And the Mustangs will go up on a 2-minute power play. Gerson and Mistovic, along with Taylor Bond, talking to each other right in front of us. So the Mustangs just killed off a power play and will now go up 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes themselves. Flores plays it in for Chicago. They head for Luis Ortega. Taylor Bond in the corner. Tries to center it, nobody home. Petrovic will clear for Cedar Rapids. Mustang the other way. Martinez for Chicago. He's got the ball along the far corner. Plays it back, but nobody home for Chicago. Vaca, left side. Taylor Bond. Bond back to Ortega between the circles. Bond on the right. Martinez on the left, and Ortega in the middle. Cleared by the Rampage. And a whistle. So a free kick coming from the top of the circle for the Mustang. Martinez. Ortega between the circles. Martinez on the right side. Vaca from the left side. His shot sails high and wide. Gets a crossing pass from Martinez and goes high and wide off of his left foot. Brett Petrosek will play it in for the Rampage. 52 seconds left in the Mustangs power play. Head far boards for Everton. Vaca steals it away for Chicago. Now Martinez crosses midfield. Ortega, number 5, running the show for Chicago. Chicago 1-0 on the season. Overtime win against these Rampage last night in Chicago. Vaca tries to get around Everton and can't. Crossing pass for Martinez. Backboard for Bond. Ortega settles it down with his chest between the circles. 10 seconds left on the power play. Ortega's shot blocked out front. One last shot for Vaca. Vaca's shot sails wide. And so both teams have now killed off power plays. There's a shot, Martinez. That sails wide. And now that power play is officially over. There would not have been a power play goal if Martinez's shot had gone in. Tail end of it. Tony Walls played off the backboards. Wanted Pat Kelly in the middle. That shot is sailed high and out of bounds and will go to the Rampage. Vaca plays it to Ortega. Edwin Rojas along the near boards. Tried to find Bond, stolen away by Walls for the Rampage. Tony Walls, number 20 for the Rampage. Robert Acosta, far side. Acosta, no-look pass, stolen away, and here comes Taylor Bond, a breakaway for Chicago. Shot is saved. Brett Petrosek shuts down Taylor Bond on a breakaway for Chicago. Tony Walls goes flying and a whistle. Pat Kelly having a conversation with the officials about what just happened. why the foul was called on him. Chicago ball.
Let me hear those feet. Let's go.
Far corner. Bond pushed off the ball. Here come the Rampage the other way. Sam Guernsey. Guernsey goes flying and a whistle. Foul on Chicago. Pat Kelly has spent a lot of time on the floor here today. Greenfield back to Petrusek for the Rampage. Bobby Hurwitz. Hurwitz plays it back to Petrusek. Ahead now for Tony Walls. Gerson. Gerson's shot goes wide. Great ball awareness by Tony Walls off the backboard. Cleared by Flores. Walls and Gerson almost working their magic there. 3-2. Closing in on a minute to go in the first half. Rampage lead this one. Bond for Chicago. Now Lonker. Up and out of play. Cedar Rapids ball. Check that, Chicago. Mistovic will play it in for the Mustangs. Vaca in the far corner. Mistovic's shot is blocked by Gerson. Vaca, shot and a goal. And I think, again, that was a case of a Cedar Rapids player knocking the ball in their own goal. I think that went off of Jonathan Greenfield. So 2 of the 3 Chicago goals have actually been knocked in by Rampage players. That will go off Jonathan Greenfield. I think probably Vaca will get credit for the goal. He played it off the backboard to just center it. And it hit Greenfield and went past Brett Petrusek. Still counts for Chicago. But they've only actually, their 3 goals, they've only hit 1 of them in. We're tied at 3, 51 seconds to go in the first half. Rojas for Chicago. Ortega played to Bond along the far boards. Martinez between the circles. Stolen away by the Rampage. Pat Kelly. Santos. Back to Sam Guernsey. Pablos de Silva. Now Gordy Gerson right in front of us. 20 seconds and counting. Gerson goes flying. The ball goes sailing the other way. De Silva for the Rampage. 10 seconds for one last rush. Headed away. And then a shot. Knocked down out front by the Rampage. Gerson has it stolen away. Pablo de Silva, a couple of strong shots out front. Ortega blocked one of them for Chicago. So we're at halftime. And we're tied at 3 here at the U.S. Cellular Center. Rampage and the Mustang. They went to overtime last night. Wouldn't be surprised to see it happen again today. This is Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
We will also have a special presentation by Cedar Rapids Mayor Ron Corbett. And some special guests from Four Oaks also here with us this afternoon. welcome to the field Cedar Rapids Mayor Ron Corbett.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pleasure on behalf of the City Council and the citizens of Cedar Rapids to read this proclamation today. The City of Cedar Rapids, whereas the state of Iowa recognizes the importance of giving children permanent, safe, loving families through adoption. And whereas more than 107,000 children in the United States foster care system are waiting to be adopted. And whereas teens who will be transitioning to adulthood have an especially urgent need for adoptive families or permanent connections to caring adults. And whereas November is a special time of thanks and public awareness for adoptive families, and the Iowa Department of Human Services, Iowa KidsNet, and the Iowa Foster and Adoptive Parents Association, and numerous individuals, public organizations, and private agencies who work diligently to make sure every child has a safe and stable home. And whereas every successful adoption is a success story in which all Iowans can share. And whereas Iowa's future depends on our community to helping all children develop to their full potential. Now, therefore, I, Ron Corbett, Mayor of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, hereby proclaim November 2016 as National Adoption Month and urge all citizens to learn more about the ways we can positively support youth in our community. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm a little hoarse today from cheering on those Hawkeyes last night. My name is Elena Kempen, and I am an adoptive mom as well. And on behalf of Fairfax State Savings Bank, who's here today to support all of our adoptive and foster care families, thank you for being here. I know we've got a lot of you here today, so if you are an adoptive parent or a foster care family, could you stand, please, and be recognized? So thank you all for making a difference in the lives of children. As Ron stated, there's over 100,000 children currently waiting to be placed with adoptive families. So if you'd like more information on how to change the life of a child, please come see us in the lobby.
All right, one more time, let's hear it for Mayor Corbett and our special guest this afternoon. All right, I promised a special treat to our special birthday girl in the house tonight, and I always keep my word. So we are going to sing happy birthday as a crowd to our very own Alexis Smith, who is celebrating her 17th birthday with us tonight. Wave to the crowd, Alexis. She's down at the bottom row. And at the count of 3, we're going to sing happy birthday together. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alexis. Happy birthday to you. All right, one more time. Alexis Smith, everybody.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Looks like we got some of the soccer players from Williamsburg High School on the field. Please welcome back out on the field your Cedar Rapids Rampage. That will conclude our halftime festivities. All right, who's ready to rock as we get this second half underway?
Nearly ready to go with the second half of action from the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. The Rampage and the Mustangs tied at 3 apiece. This is the 5th time in Rampage franchise history that these two teams have met, and Cedar Rapids has never beat Chicago. Came close last night, leading a one-time 6-4 before losing in overtime 7-6. Back-to-back games for these two teams here, the opening weekend of soccer in the MASL. This is Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube. 6 total goals in this game. 5 of them have come off the feet of Rampage players. All 3 for the Rampage, and then 2 of the 3 Chicago goals have been own goals by Cedar Rapids, knocked in by a Rampage player past their own goalkeeper, Brett Petrusek. Tied at 3. And we're back underway with third period soccer here at the U.S. Cellular Center. Mustangs open with it and played out of bounds by Flores, the Mustangs goalkeeper. So a free kick coming for the Rampage. Set up at the top of the circle. Jonathan Santos and Everton both standing at the top of the circle. Gordy Gerson along the backboards. There's a shot just wide. Just missing Pablo Da Silva. Nice setup from Everton. Da Silva's shot goes about as close as you can get without going into the goal. Da Silva into the far corner for Everton. Played back to Santos. Santos shot. Knocked down out front. Doesn't get through to the goalkeeper and then played up and out. Mustangs ball. Rojas plays it in for Chicago. Da Silva knocks it down for the Rampage. Tries to get it ahead to Gerson. Stolen away by Chicago. Rojas. Ortega ends up on the carpet And a whistle and a foul on the Rampage. Luis Ortega at midfield for Chicago. Centers it for Vaca. Played back for Carlos Pichardo. Pichardo along the far boards. Now in the corner. Plays it back for Rojas. Off the backboard. Kicked high and wide.
It'll be your Rampage ball. Don't forget to join us after the game.
Luis Ortega shoots it well over the top of the goal. It's underway in the third period, tied at 3.
From your favorite Rampage players and coaches. That's Rampage fifth quarter.
Brett Petrusek plays it in for the Rampage. Petrusek played collegiate soccer at Niagara University. Flores for the Mustangs. Played ahead to Alex Camarena. Camarena gets it back to Flores. Robert Acosto plays it for the Rampage. Now Taylor Bond for Chicago. Bond shot goes up and over the dasher boards, plexiglass.
And it'll be a restart for the Mustangs.
Went off of a Rampage player, so Camarena, free kick from the corner for the Mustangs. Martinez's shot blocked by Santos. Tony Walls there for the Rampage as well. Chicago controls. Camarena, played by Walls for Cedar Rapids. He clears it back to Flores, the Mustangs goalie. Into the near corner, right in front of us, picked up by Petrusek for the Rampage. Jonathan Greenfield for Cedar Rapids. Juanatan Santos. Santos loses it. Camarena for Chicago. Jonathan Pachar and a whistle. Play on. Tony Walls for the Rampage. Right side for Pachar. Far boards, and Camarena goes flying
And that'll be
for the
blue card.
Mustangs, and a foul called on Cedar Rapids.
20, Tony Walls.
Tony Wall's going to go to the penalty box for 2 minutes, and here come a Mustangs power play. 12:34 to go in the third period, still tied at 3. 5-on-4 for 2 minutes for Chicago. Flores plays it ahead to Ortega. Martinez near side. Far side now for Camarena.
It's getting a little bit quiet in here. Let's make some
Alexis
noise. Let me hear
Camarena.
ya. Get behind your
Ortega
Rampage
between the
team.
circles. Pat Kelly on Ortega. Juanatan Santos out there defensively as well for the Rampage. Edwin Martinez for Chicago. Far side, Camarena
Shot.
goes off the side of his foot and out of play. Rampage ball. Minute 24 to go in the man advantage for Chicago. Pablo da Silva for the Rampage. Shot, Everton sends it high, tries to head it in, and right into the hands of Jesus Flores. The Chicago goalie clears. Short-handed attempt for the Rampage. There's a shot and a goal off the foot of Oswaldo Rojas. Little mix-up defensively for the Rampage, and Rojas ends up wide open, all alone in front of the goal.
Scored by number 7.
Two Rampage defensemen went for the ball at the same time, knocked each other down. Oswaldo Rojas just had to turn around and stick it in the net, and he did. And that is the first lead of the game for the Chicago Mustangs at 4-3 with 11:38 to go in the third. Back to 5-on-5. Santos sends it down into the Mustang zone. Flores clears. Sends it ahead past midfield.
All right, let's get
Robert
some energy
Acosta.
back in this building. Let's go.
Has it for the Rampage. Mistovic, Stefan Mistovic sitting along the far boards for Chicago. In some sort of pain, surrounded by several players, both Rampage and Mustangs. Mistovic helped up by Gordy Gerson as well as Luis Ortega for the Mustangs. It's Taylor Bond. Taylor Bond for the Mustangs hurt on that play. These players all know each other well, not only for playing in the same league, and many of the Rampage players played for Chicago last year, but they all play together or on other teams as well. Fairly small soccer fraternity, especially in indoor soccer, so they're competitors, but they're all friends for the most part. You get the feeling some of these guys truly don't like each other. So play it in for the Rampage. Santos. Plays it ahead for Huffman.
And the Rampage will be on a restart.
Derek Huffman, number 9. It goes out of play and over to the. That'll stay with Cedar Rapids. So here comes Everton. Free kick.
Everton
Shot sails wide right through the crease. Controlled by Gordy Gerson. Whoa!
Great save
Played
by
it back.
Basic.
Played it back for his own goalie, Petrusek, who had to make a save on that shot. He wasn't expecting it. Rampage not communicating very well here early in the third period. Pablo De Silva back for the Rampage.
Make sure you check out the Rampage shopsoccer.com merchandise booth.
Greenfield
You can purchase your Rampage
sends it into the
jersey
far corner for
along with
Everton.
Other Rampage merchandise.
Give and go, tries to get it back to
Everton
Greenfield.
shot
Everton
wide.
shot sails wide. Shot off the backboards and a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Chicago.
A Mustang foul. You know what that
So
means.
Chicago
The
called for a
Rampage
foul, and
restart at the top of the arc.
here comes a free kick
Come on,
for
man, make some noise. Let's get behind
the
these
Rampage.
guys.
Everton. Left side to Silva. Cleared away by the Mustangs. Petrusek for Cedar Rapids. Dangerous pass for De Silva all the way across the field. Stolen away by the Mustangs. A shot wide off the foot of Efren Martinez. Petrusek plays it ahead. Gerson and Edwin Rojas battling for the ball. Rojas sends it back down into the Rampage zone. De Silva. Stolen away by Chicago. Martinez. Martinez shot wide.
Martinez just wide.
Cedar Rapids has it. Sam Guernsey back to Petrusek. Head to De Silva. Now Gerson. The captain Gerson left side streaking. Centering pass for Guernsey. Tried to get it to Everton, and it goes out of play.
And that'll be
Cedar
a
Rapids ball.
Rampage restart. Here we go.
Juanatan Santos and Pablo De Silva back on for the Rampage, as is Tony Walls. Everton out there as well. So free kick from the top of the circle. Santos playing the point. He's got Everton to his left. Tony Walls in the corner. There's a shot and a goal! Everton from the left point, and then a big black flip. Santos played it beautifully right side, where Patrick Kelly, I believe, centered it back to the left point for Everton, who drills it in. And we're tied at 4. And it's the first goal of the year for Everton, the player coach for the Rampage. Tied at 4, 9:16 to go in the third. Picture perfect goal coming off the free kick for the Rampage. That's how it's drawn up. Taylor Bond for Chicago, stolen away by the Rampage. Robert Acosta.
And we're all tied up again. I needed to stay loud in here.
Petrosek's clearing shot goes out of play over to the Mustangs. So a Mustangs free kick now, coming from the top of the circle. Rampage will get set up defensively. Ortega, left side, shot is blocked and saved and then scored. Taylor Bond. Petrosek made a save as he was falling back into his goal. Knocked the ball just in front of him, and Taylor Bond standing there for the Mustangs, and he pops it in. Disgust on the look of Brett Petrovic's face. Not much he could do. Is a great save, but he was falling back into the goal, and the ball dropped just a foot in front of him. And Taylor Bond is able to give the Mustangs a 1-goal lead. 8:52 to go in the third. Three goals in the first 6 minutes and 9 seconds of the third period.
Get behind this team.
Two for Chicago and 1 for the Rampage. Tony Walls in the corner. Pat Kelly.
Let's go Rampage.
Yoshi Sandoval plays it back to Greenfield. Yoshi into the far corner for Walls. Ortega steals it away for Chicago. Played back to midfield. Bobby Hurwitz for the Rampage. Puts it on the right foot of Walls. Near boards. Oh, it's cleared by the Mustangs. Head to Taylor Bond. Just had a goal. Rampage trying to clear and they can't. Chicago has it. Vaca for the Mustangs. Played back to Flores, the goalie, at midfield. Near corner for Rojas. It's hit in the head. Wanted a call, doesn't get it. Ortega, Rojas for Chicago. Tries to find Vaca in the middle. Cleared by Cedar Rapids. Back down to Flores. Plays it ahead for a fellow Mustang. It goes up and out of play. Everton back on for the Rampage.
Timeout on the field. Timeout.
Timeout is taken. 7:17 to go in the third period. Rampage trail this one by 1 at 5-4. This is Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
Where are my soccer clubs in the house tonight? Let me hear AYSO, AYSO. Where are my FC United players? FC United in the house. Premier Soccer Club, any PSC players here with us tonight? Williamsburg Soccer, I know you're in the house. Make some noise. Special thanks for everyone who came out tonight for our Rampage regular season home opener. We'll be back here on Friday night, 7:05. It's Food for Families night when the Rampage take on the Milwaukee Wave. Donate a non-perishable food item and get a buy one, get one free ticket voucher. Spread the word and let's pack the U.S. Cellular Center Friday night at 7:05. Rampage taking on the Milwaukee Wave.
7:17 to go in the third period. Timeout's about over. Free kick from the left side is Juanita Santos for the Rampage. De Silva in the middle. There's De Silva with the ball. Right side for Greenfield. Played off the far boards into the corner for Walls. Bunch of players fall down. Everybody's back up, and Flores has the ball for Chicago. Gives it a heave. Goes out of bounds and will be turned over to the Rampage. Jonathan Pachar on for Cedar Rapids. De Silva to play it. Back to Petrusek. A whistle and a foul. Petrusek's blast played off the chest of Tony Walls, and a whistle. And a free kick is coming for the Mustangs. We'll have another conversation between the official and the Chicago bench. Armando Gambina, the coach of the Mustangs, wondering what happened. So free kick coming for the Mustangs.
All right, fans, let's show the Mustangs who
Efrain Martinez and Luis Ortega.
Defense, make some noise, let's go!
Standing alongside the ball. Alexis Camarena to the left of Ortega. Played back to Flores. Ahead for Ortega. Ortega off the backboard. Petrusek has it for the Rampage. Throws it ahead, trying to find Tony Walls in the far corner. Stefan Mistovic is there for the Mustangs to clear it. Ortega gets his foot into it for Chicago. Stolen away by Guernsey for the Rampage. Walls blocked out front by Flores. Jesus Flores, the Chicago goalie, came out and made the save. Martinez on the floor for Chicago. He got hit in the head, no whistle.
And that's a blue card.
And the Rampage are about to go on a power play. Yoshio Sandoval took a header.
And that means
Mistovic will go to the penalty box for 2 minutes.
On the power play.
Yoshio Sandoval. It's like he took something in the eye. He'll go to the Rampage bench, and it's 5-on-4 for Cedar Rapids for the next 2 minutes with 6 minutes to go in the third period.
All right, fans, we need it loud in here. Let's get behind these guys. This is a great opportunity. Make noise. Let's go. Let's go.
Tony Walls to play it from the far corner. Some work being done on the rug. Everything's in good shape, so here we go. Walls to play it. To Everton. Everton shot sails to the right. Goes all the way back down to Petrusek, the Rampage goalie. Now back to Greenfield.
Keep it going. Keep
Greenfield
it
in the
going.
far
Let's go,
corner.
let's go.
Back to Petrusek. They'll reset the offense. Pablo De Silva between the circles. Right side for Greenfield. Shot. Save out front. Played away by the Mustangs defenseman. De Silva back to Everton. Now De Silva again between the circles. Greenfield. Shot off the backboard. And a goal.
Jonathan Greenfield, let's make some noise.
Well, it was Jonathan Greenfield who shot it. It looked like it went off the backboard. And I don't know what happened out front.
The South African puts the ball.
Nonetheless, it's a Rampage goal. We're tied at 5 with 5:15 to go. That's a Rampage power play goal. It'll either be a goal or an assist for Jonathan Greenfield. See if we can get some clarification on that for you. Back to live action. The third period, we're tied at 5. Rampage the other way. Angel Curiel. Curiel shot. Goes up and over. Angel Curiel is out there for the Rampage. Derek Huffman, Patrick Kelly, Robert Acosta, and Jonathan Greenfield, who did just get the goal for the Rampage. They'll give it to Greenfield. His first goal of the season. Taylor Bond for the Mustangs. His shot is blocked up and over, out of play. Corner kick coming. Ooh.
Martinez.
Centering opportunity for the Mustangs. Almost on the foot of Taylor Bond, who's already got a goal tonight, a header. Angel Curiel for the Rampage. Hauled down from behind and a Mustang foul. Jonathan Greenfield plays it and then comes off. Bobby Hurwitz on for the Rampage. Yoshio Sandoval in the far corner. Doubled up by two defensemen. Centering pass, nobody home. Side boards, Everton. Everton falls on top of the ball and a whistle. So free kick coming, a foul on the Mustangs. Free kick for the Rampage from the left point. See who will take the kick. Well, Santos and Hurwitz there, as is Everton in the left corner for the Rampage.
Time here tonight at the Rampage game. Make some noise.
Everton ends up with the ball, and his shot, Martinez, blocks it out front for the Mustangs. Curiel for Cedar Rapids, back to Sandoval. Crosses midfield. Plays it into the near corner for Everton. Curiel had an opportunity, couldn't get the ball to settle down on his right foot. A whistle and a foul on Cedar Rapids.
That'll be a Rampage foul.
Efren Martinez fouled by the Rampage, so Chicago ball. Alexis Camarena for the Mustangs. Martinez along the far boards. Between the circles for Bond. Bodied up by Bobby Hurwitz. Played back to Flores, the keeper. Flores with it again for Chicago. On the near boards for Taylor Bond. Ball is loose out front. Rampage clear. Down into the near corner. Flores comes out of the Mustangs net to play it. Taylor Bond's everywhere for the Mustangs. Now he'll come off, gets a break. 3 new players on for the Mustangs, including Edwin Rojas, starting defenseman, back in. Greenfield for the Rampage. Pablo De Silva now at midfield. He's got Guernsey on his left. Sam
Let me hear you.
near corner for Tony Walls, and Walls plays it off his foot.
And that's going to be a restart for your Rampage. at
It
the
is
top
Cedar
of the
Rapids
arc.
free kick from the far corner. Actually, they'll set it up at the top of the circle. Swanton Santos back in for the Rampage. Jonathan Greenfield will get a rest. So Santos will handle this free kick. De Silva to his right. Shot and a goal. Everton's second goal of the game. Santos was looking to the right for Pablo De Silva, made a move that way, and then went left for Everton. The entire Mustang defense followed towards De Silva. Everton just turned around and cranked it in. 2 goals for the player coach.
Soccer.com, T-shirt God.
Rampage back up 1, 2:23 to go in the third period.
Noise if you're having fun tonight. Let's hear ya.
Everton wears number 79.
Draft beers for the next 3 minutes at the concession stands. Dollar off
A
draft
Santos,
beers.
Brazil native. 2 goals tonight. That ties a career high. He had 2 goals in 1 game last year as well. That is goals 3 and 4 on the season. Had 2 goals to open the season last weekend in Kansas City. Had an assist last night in the loss in Chicago. 2 goals tonight. Rampage up 6-5. Petrosek clears it for the Rampage. Now Flores has it, the keeper for the Mustangs. Ball goes out of play. Both teams say it's off of the other. The official is sorting it out himself.
And it looks like it's going to be a Rampage restart coming up.
So the officials are having a conversation with each other, and will now go explain something to the Mustang players and bench.
I believe on the last restart when you made noise, we got a goal. So you know what I
So a
need
free
you to
kick
do.
coming from the
Make
top of the
noise.
circle for the Rampage. Last time they did this, they scored. Same setup. Swanton Santos will handle the kick. Everton to his left, Pablo De Silva to his right. Jonathan Greenfield down along the backboards.
Gordy and Everton on the field.
And Gordy Gerson set up right in front of Flores, the goalie. De Silva, his shot is blocked out front by Taylor Bond. Right back to De Silva's left foot. Centering pass. Everton's shot is blocked. And then cleared by the Mustangs. Carlos Pichardo blocked it and cleared it for Chicago, and a whistle and a foul on Gordy Gerson.
Foul on Gerson, Mustangs ball.
Alexis Camarena fouled by Gordy Gerson. Now Ortega ahead to Camarena, but he kicks it out of play. We'll go over to the Rampage. Minute 41 to go, third period from the U.S. Cellular Center, downtown Cedar Rapids. Home opener for the Rampage, their second indoor soccer league season in the MASL. 6-16 last year, 1-1 this year. Played in by Santos for the Rampage. Bobby Hurwitz along the far boards, back to Santos. Midfield into the far corner. Everton plays it off his chest. Taylor Bond on him. Luis Ortega tries to steal it for Chicago. A shot sails wide off Gordy Gerson's right foot. Controlled by Santos for the Rampage. Tried to get it into the right corner. The shot goes out of play and over to the Mustangs.
All right, let's make some noise for that fan down there in the front row.
That shot might have hit a Rampage fan right up along the boards there. Some attention being paid to that person. Would appear everybody's all right. Taylor Bond will play this for the Mustangs. Head to Martinez. He is fouled from behind. Sandoval called for the foul on the Rampage. Yoshio throws his hands in the air in disgust.
In the third quarter, there's
Petrovic plays it with his fist forward for the Rampage. And Gordy Gerson has it now 2-on-1. Everton left side. He'll stop things, slow down the play. Sends it back to Petrovic, the goalie who's at midfield. Right side now for Santos. Robert Acosta between the circles. Gordy Gerson at midfield. Back to Petrusek. Greenfield. Sam Guernsey. Stolen away. Martinez for Chicago. Right side shot. Vaca.
Big save by Patrice.
Off the backboard and cleared by the Rampage. Tony Walls. Right side.
Greenfield shot just wide.
Nearly. Shot just wide for Jonathan Greenfield, and that's the end of the third. So Greenfield had a golden opportunity. His shot sails wide, and 3 are in the books. The Rampage lead it by 1, 6-5. Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
Let's hear it for our captain, Gordy Gerson. It's one tough dude there. And at the end of the third quarter, your Rampage lead, 6-5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to boogie along with Myron Noodleman. Please join him in everyone's favorite, the YMCA.
Rampage home next Friday night against the Milwaukee Wave. several former Wave players now playing here for the Rampage. Those two teams will also meet up on November 26th here in Cedar Rapids. Gordy Gerson and Jonathan Santos selected by the MSAL for the league's Team of the Week after the opening win last weekend against Kansas City. 1-1 for the Rampage, 1-0 for the Mustangs. 6-5 the score, just underway in the fourth period here in Cedar Rapids. The Rampage ball. Everton will play it from the near boards. Martinez blocks it out front, out of play, will stay with the Rampage. Efren Martinez. As that body blocked down, this time Everton sends it left side for De Silva. Santos into the far corner, trying to find Everton. Everton fighting for the ball along with a couple of different Mustang players. Pablo De Silva for Cedar Rapids gets it back to Santos. Jonathan Santos. Pichardo steals it for Chicago. Ahead to Vaca. Vaca into the far corner for Taylor Bond, his turnaround shot. Had Petrusek, the Rampage goalie, scrambling, but Brett was able to secure it. Played into the far corner for the Mustangs. Carlos Pichardo. And it's cleared by the Rampage. Flores, the keeper for Chicago, plays it ahead. Far corner now for Beard, Efren Beard. Blast off the right foot of Edwin Rojas, sails high. It's got some velocity on it. Martinez weaves his way between a couple of different defenders.
Save by Petrusek in your Rampage defense, working hard.
Petrusek makes the save for the Rampage. And here comes Cedar Rapids the other way on offense. Santos and Angel Curiel in the backfield. Now Yoshio Sandoval. Sandoval lobs it into the far corner for Tony Walls. Walls is bodied up by Rojas for Chicago. Nice spin move for Walls. Plays it off the backboard. Shot sails high for Hurwitz. And a foul is going to be called on Chicago.
You can purchase a replica Rampage jersey and other Rampage merchandise.
Oswaldo Rojas called for the foul. So a free kick coming from the far point for the Rampage. Jonathan Santos for Cedar Rapids. Back to De Silva. Jonathan Pachar. Near corner. Too hard. Vaca clears it for Chicago. Rojas to the far corner. Petrusek plays it off his foot and out of play. Rampage goalie stops play. Corner kick coming for the Mustangs. 6-5, 12:21 to go in the game. These two teams went to overtime last night. Rojas in the near corner. Martinez, a shot and a goal, and we're tied. Efren Martinez, a blast from just outside the left point. And then he does a backflip. Says to Everton, I can do you one better. Got a little more height than I think Everton did. So Efren Martinez ties this up, 12:19 to go in the fourth period. Vaca the assist. Martinez the goal.
All right, let's get loud.
This is only the second of 6 goals for Chicago that have actually come from their players. The other ones have been knocked in by Cedar Rapids players. Back underway. Greenfield centers it. Huffman. Derek Huffman tried to turn around, but he couldn't get his foot clear of a Mustang defender. Sam Guernsey with it. Back to De Silva. Petrusek plays it ahead for the Rampage. Guernsey right back to Brett. Everton and Pichardo both tried it ahead. That ball goes out of play. Will stay with the Rampage. Everton will have a free kick from the left point, far left point. Gordy Gerson down low. Back to Robert Acosta. Greenfield. Jonathan Greenfield. Acosta along the far boards. Everton. Back to Greenfield. Gordy Gerson, right point. Sends it back at midfield to Greenfield. Costa off the far boards for Everton. Everton backing his way in. His turnaround shot. Nice save, Jesus Flores. Nice save. Throws it ahead. Luis Ortega for the Mustangs. And a whistle and a foul. Martinez, looks like he took a shot somewhere. Guys don't like to take shots. Efren Martinez walking gingerly back to live play. And now a whistle. Oh, we have Stefan Mistovic being sent back to the Mustang bench for some reason. The two officials will now confer, and Mistovic will come back out. Official having a conversation with Armando Gamboa, the Mustangs coach. So after all of that, we're back to live action. Brett Petrusek plays it for the Rampage, making his way close to midfield. Sends it with his right foot into the left corner. Stolen away by the Mustangs. Martinez, right side for Ortega, tries to center it. Gerson knocks it down.
Behind your Rampage defense, here we go.
Gerson near corner. Tied up by Flores, the goalie. Gerson gets it back. Stolen away by Martinez. Numbers for the Mustang, and Martinez goes flying. A tripping call on Gordy Gerson.
Foul number 3, Gordy Gerson.
Gerson will be called for the foul. Efren Martinez gets his shoe back on. Free kick coming just past midfield. Ortega plays it to Rojas, right back to Ortega. Stolen away, Gordy Gerson for the Rampage. That's Pat Kelly. Flores sends it back down into the Rampage zone. A whistle and a handball. Cedar Rapids ball. De Silva. Everton now. Everton at midfield. Pat Kelly, left point. Between the circles for De Silva. Midfield, De Silva. Tony Walls along the near boards. Nice move, gets around a defender. Shot. Blocked out front by the Mustangs' Beard.
Everybody put those hands together. Let's go.
Ephraim Beard. Gonna feel that for a while. That was a hard shot off Pat Kelly's foot. Beard clears it. Now Luis Ortega. Far boards for the Mustangs. Petrusek, the Rampage goalie, plays it out. Whistle and Chicago ball. 9:18 to go, fourth period. Tied at 6.
Keep it loud for your Rampage defense.
Could be overtime for the second night in a row for these two teams. Efren Martinez having a hard time keeping his shoes on. Tying it tight. Ortega free kick from the circle. Right side Martinez gets around a defender. Is
Big
saved by Petrusek. Petrusek's pass, whistle dead. 3-line pass. So the Mustangs will get a free kick from the circle. Same look for this free kick, Ortega and Pichardo. Ortega, shot won't get through the scrum. Left side, Pichardo. Bond back to Pichardo now. Rojas into the far corner. Rojas is down. And a whistle. Edwin Rojas, trainer comes out. Armando Gamboa, the Mustangs coach, will come out as well. Didn't look like much contact between Rojas and I think it was Yoshio Sandoval. Rojas went down. It's always hard to tell in this sport who's legitimately hurt and who's flopping.
Let's give a hand to number 17.
Rojas will make his way gingerly to the bench. Tony Wall's back on for the Rampage, as is Jonathan Greenfield. Vaca and Mistovic back for Chicago. Brett Petrusek, the Rampage goalie, will play this one.
Make some noise. Let's go. Jonathan Greenfield on the ball for the Rampage.
Greenfield plays it ahead.
Mustangs foul.
And El Curiel and a whistle and a foul.
Any Hawkeye fans in the house? How about that win last night for the Hawks?
Yoshio Sandoval for the Rampage as it's stolen away by the Mustangs. Dos Santos, Douglas Dos Santos out of Brazil. And the ball goes over to the Mustangs. Mistovic to play it in. Stefan. Flores the goalie.
Don't forget the Rampage will be right back here.
Mistovic
Friday
near
night
boards.
when the Milwaukee Wave comes to town.
Flores into the far corner. Dos Santos squirts past him, picked up by Petrusek for the Rampage. Plays it ahead to Jonathan Pachar. Pachar near boards. Stolen away. Here comes Chicago. Taylor Bond, he's got a goal. Pachar steals it back for Cedar Rapids. Mistovic's shot. Sandoval got a right foot on it. Could have been trouble. Mistovic left point. Back now for Pichardo. Into the corner for Bond. Centering pass, a shot, and a goal. Ooh, very, very nicely done. Douglas Santos gets that goal to put Chicago up 7-6. Douglas Dos Santos, but that's all Taylor Bond. Bond had worked his way into the far corner and then centered it. Perfect opportunity for Dos Santos, and he gets it past Petrusek, the Rampage goalie. As Chicago has the lead with 7:51 to go in the fourth at 7-6. Timeout on the floor. Back with more Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
All right, we've got 7:51 left in regulation. If you want a Rampage goal, you gotta make some noise. Big save by Patricic.
.7:23 to go in the fourth. Chicago leads this one 7-6. Two evenly matched teams. Mustangs have the ball. Vaca along the far boards. Rojas, Oswaldo Rojas. Pichardo plays it into the far corner for Rojas. Plays off the backboard. Martinez stops it for Chicago. Carlos Pichardo back to Rojas.
All right, you're
Edwin
ready,
Rojas to
defense,
Oswaldo Rojas. Jesus Flores, the keeper for the Mustangs, foots it ahead. Gordy Gerson blocks it out of bounds. He'll come off. Everton is back on for the Rampage, as is Angel Curiel. There's a shot and a save from Petrusek.
And again,
Two saves in a row, Brett Petrusek. And the Mustangs keep up the attack. Bond, shot at a goal. Taylor Bond's second goal of the game. Beautiful assist.
Mustangs goal scored by
Ephraim Beard gets the assist. Taylor Bond, his second goal of the game, and the Mustangs are up 2 with 6:18 to go in the game. Couldn't ask for a prettier give and go than that one. Rampage looking for their first win ever against the Chicago Mustangs. 0-4 in franchise history, including a loss last night in overtime, and now trail by 2, their largest deficit in this game. Everton in the near corner. Sandoval plays it back to Petrusek. Ahead now to Pat Kelly. Lazy pass for Petrusek, intercepted, and another shot and a goal by the Mustangs. And all of a sudden, it's all Chicago.
Mustang goal scored by number 7, Osvaldo Rojas.
Oswaldo Rojas gets a goal there, and that's 3 in a row, 3 goals in less than 2 minutes for Chicago, and they've extended this lead to 9-6. Petrusek, it's a lazy pass to Pat Kelly, stolen by Rojas, and gets it past Petrusek, who will walk slowly back towards his bench with a timeout on the pitch. 9-6. Chicago leads this one. Still 5:53 to go, as we've just seen. Goals come fast and furious in this league. Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
Everton will put the 6th attacker on.
So with 5:53 to go in the fourth, the Rampage have pulled the goalie Petrusek and will go 6-on-5. Everton will wear the colored jersey, which means he is the 6th attacker as well as the goalie. 6-on-5. Mustangs steal it. Camarina plays it off the back boards. Everton back there to pick it up for the Rampage, who come the other way, trailing by 3. Greenfield, Jonathan Greenfield, Pablo De Silva, Everton, Tony Walls out there. Juanita Santos and Gordy Gerson and a whistle. So a free kick coming for the Rampage in the near corner. Jonathan Greenfield from about 10 feet out. Everton shot blocked by Mistovic. Jonathan Greenfield for the Rampage. Back to Pablo De Silva. Near boards for Santos. Greenfield off the backboard. Gerson can't pull the trigger. Walls, right side, shot and a goal! Jonathan Santos from the left wing, just inside the stripe. Puts it in from 10 feet out. And the Rampage are back within 2. Juanita Santos, that's his 2nd goal of the year. Great work from Jonathan Greenfield from the near corner. Got the ball into the middle and allowed Juanita Santos to do his thing. 9-7, still 4:49 to go in the game. Beard plays it in for Chicago. And then Ortega kicks it out of play. Cedar Rapids continues 6-on-5 on the attack. De Silva working his way across midfield, near side for Greenfield. Pablo De Silva, Everton along the far boards. Tony Walls in the middle. Greenfield near boards. Rojas blocks that for Chicago. Controlled by the Rampage. De Silva. His shot and a goal. Pablo De Silva. Jesus Flores did not see that coming at all. That sailed right by Flores. Pablo De Silva from the top of the circle, 20 feet out. And the Rampage are within 1, still 4:34 to go, 9-8.
Right now, we are within 1, 9-8.
Armando Gamboa, the Mustangs coach, is out in the middle of the field.
Timeout on the field.
And a timeout is taken. So the Rampage within 1. Their 2nd goal in less than a minute, 6-on-5, 4:30 to go in the fourth. Chicago 9, Cedar Rapids 8, Rampage Soccer, MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
We've got ourselves a ball game. Make some noise for your Rampage. Keep it loud in here. Let's go.
2 goals in less than a minute, and the Rampage are down 1. It's all happened since they pulled the goalie, Petrusek, and Everton put on the colored jersey as the 6th attacker. Everton
with the save.
makes the save, lobs it ahead for Tony Walls, stolen away by Rojas. Vaca for Chicago. Near side now for Rojas. Oswaldo Rojas, he's got a goal tonight. Martinez, Efren Martinez for Chicago. Far side for Beard. Back to Pichardo. Martinez in the far corner. Stolen away by the Rampage. Santos knocked down, foul. Edwin Rojas called for the foul. Rampage ball. Free kick coming just past midfield. De Silva plays it to Everton. Jonathan Greenfield near boards. Gordy Gerson in the middle. Down in front of the floor is the goalie. Everton far boards. Back to De Silva. Walls has it. Stolen away by Pichardo. Walls gets it back. Greenfield. Shot. Nice save. Jesus Flores. A diving save by Flores. Rampage off the backboard. Cleared now by the Mustangs. De Silva for Cedar Rapids at midfield. Walls falls down. Vaca. Left side. Rojas for the Mustangs. Martinez. Shot off the backboard. Sails high.
Keep it loud for your Rampage defense.
Rojas for Chicago. Stolen away by Cedar Rapids. Gordy Gerson, the captain. Gerson back to De Silva. Now Everton. 6th attacker. Santos along the far boards. Jonathan Santos. Everton.
You want another Rampage goal.
Greenfield right in front of us. Shot. Another Flores save. Headed away by Chicago. Carlos Pichardo heads it away. Everton settles it down for the Rampage at midfield. Everton working on Martinez. Derek Huffman stolen away by Pichardo. Pichardo goes flying, and a foul going to be called on Derek Huffman. Carlos Pichardo helped up by Gerson and Jonathan Santos. Jesus Flores having a conversation with an official. 2 great saves by Flores, a veteran goalie. Off a couple of shots from Jonathan Greenfield. Free kick coming for Chicago. Flores will take it. Along the near boards for Rojas. Stolen away, back to Everton. Everton to Santos for Cedar Rapids. Jonathan Greenfield, minute 40 to go and counting. Rampage down 1. Greenfield, near boards, into the corner. Wants Gerson. Taken away by Chicago, cleared by Rojas. Everton will run back to slow it down. Far boards for Santos. Stolen away by Martinez for Chicago. Martinez has it. Everton trips him and a foul.
Rampage foul on Everton.
Free kick from just inside the right wing for the Mustangs. Efren Martinez with a minute 13 to go. Ortega's shot sails wide. Controlled by the Mustangs. Back to Flores. Flores kicks it out of play. Not sure that's what they wanted to do. Jesus Flores kicked it down into the Rampage zone, but kicked it out of play. Minute 5 to go. Rampage need a goal to tie and 2 to win. Everton plays it in. Head to Greenfield. Heads it back into the middle. Pichardo has it for Chicago. Stolen away by Walls. De Silva for Cedar Rapids. Everton. 55 seconds and counting. Everton. Greenfield near boards. Jonathan Greenfield. Camarina defending him. Everton far boards. Corner for Gerson. Centers it. Headed away by Chicago. Santos. Gerson for Cedar Rapids. 35 seconds and counting. That shot is cleared by Chicago. The indoor soccer equivalent of icing is called.
Seconds left.
32 seconds, free kick coming. The yellow line for the Rampage.
If you want a goal, you know what to do.
Everton will take the free kick. Jonathan Santos and Gordy Gerson down low. Pablo De Silva has the ball. Greenfield back to Everton. 27 seconds shot. Oh, just off for Gerson. Rebound. De Silva won't go. Everton has it. 19 seconds. De Silva. Greenfield for Cedar Rapids. Pichardo has it for Chicago. He clears. Under 7, 5, 4. Everton, last shot, blocked out front. Rojas. Edwin Rojas blocks Everton's last second shot, and this one will go for the second night in a row to the Chicago Mustangs. 9-8 is your final. 3 goals in under 2 minutes for Chicago, and then 2 goals, 6-on-5 for Cedar Rapids in a minute, but they couldn't come up with the game tire, and they lose this one. Fall to 0-5 all-time against the Chicago Mustangs. Fall to 1-2 overall. Home this Friday night against the Milwaukee Wave. Final score from Cedar Rapids at the U.S. Cellular Center, Chicago Mustangs 9, Cedar Rapids Rampage 8. This has been Rampage Soccer on MASL TV, powered by YouTube.
Can we get 15 minutes on the clock, please? 15 minutes and let it run. Just to remind everybody, right now after the game, we are having an autograph session on the field. Autograph session on the field.